Hello, my pink positive vibe peeps. Today is my second video that I'm posting, and it is about the most wild, craziest thing, scariest thing I ever did after finding out I was diagnosed with breast cancer. My mindset was that once I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I had said to my husband, I need to go to the mountains. The mountains are one of my favorite places to be. So we took the whole family. So we have 2 adult children, and we took them to the mountains. And just being there was soothing, and it helped my soul. And I just needed to be there. While we were enjoying the trip, and it was during COVID, so it was September 2021, and originally my husband and my daughter, who's 23, they had a plan to go do a special thing together that they wanted to do, and that was initially just going to be their thing. And what happened was, for different reasons, my husband could not participate with that adventure with her. So she asked me, and she didn't expect me to say okay. So the thing is she wanted to go skydiving, and I am deadly scared of heights. I always said to them, no, you guys go, you can do it. But then she asked me, and I thought, you know what the hell? Yeah, okay. I think if I know if I hadn't been diagnosed with breast cancer, I would not have done that fucking thing. Sorry, my French, but I would not have jumped. I was in a mindset where I'm like, you know what, let's live. And you know what, I'm never gonna, yeah, let's do it. Let's jump out of a perfectly good airplane at 13,000 feet. And my life in this stranger's hand, because we did tandem. Let's do it. So we enjoyed our trip. We did different things and hikes, and went out eating, and it was glorious. We had a great time. Near the end of the trip, there was really good weather, and we knew that we were gonna have very few good days to do it. So we booked it, and I remember my son saying to me, are you really gonna do this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And so on the way there, and I was nervous. So I was listening to music, and there's a song called I Lived. I think it's from One Republic. And there's also a song, High on Life. And that's a special meaning, which later I will talk about. And so I was listening to these songs, and on my way to the skydive place, and we went to Golden, BC for skydiving. And I thought, you know, of all places, over the mountains, glorious, beautiful, on the lake. Yeah, okay. We got there. We signed up, and I just felt the beautiful energy from the people that were there. And we had to sign a, you know, in case you die, we're not responsible kind of form. And that's funny. I look at back now, and yeah, if the chute doesn't open, too bad. But we're sitting there and we're signing these forms, and all of a sudden this big crow comes and flies and just lands on our picnic table. And that I'm very spiritual, again, like I said previously. So I knew that was either my mom, my dad, or a friend of the family's coming over and saying, are you sure, girl? Like, is this something you want to do? So yeah, so we got in our outfits or whatever, and I remember looking at my daughter, and she was so excited. She was just ready to go. And I saw other people jumping, and I thought, holy crap, that's high. But I'm just like, you know what, Karen, no, like, you got this. And, you know, so she had the whole thing videotaped. I didn't, but I was in the video with her, little bits. So we got the training, what to do. And when you, they tell you when you opening the door that to have a shape of a banana. So you're like looking up kind of, and always do the banana. So, okay. So we go on this itty bitty little airplane, like small. I've never been in that small of an airplane before. Like there was only enough for me and my tandem guy, and Brooke, my daughter, and her tandem guy, and the pilot. That's it. And I was shoved by the door. And she wanted me by the door because she didn't want to jump and then have me circling around. She didn't trust me. She didn't. And you know what? I wouldn't have trusted myself either. But in my head, and we're in the airplane and it's noisy and it's small and we're all squished and he's tightening these things, and to the point where I'm like, holy shit, I can hardly breathe. There's going to be language in these videos, so I'll just warn you now. And it was beautiful. I was like, okay, breathe, Karen, just breathe. Just breathe, lady. And just calm down, enjoy the moment, enjoy the moment, enjoy the moment. And we are flying and I'm looking at the scenery and I'm like, oh yeah, this is so nice. Then all of a sudden they say, okay, let's go. And I'm just like, what? So you're squished in this airplane. You have to get your feet. The door opens, first of all, and the wind rushes at your face and it's loud. And that just sucked my breath away. And I was like, holy shit. And then I'm stuck. I can't move my leg to maneuver to get out. So the other person, the tandem guy of my daughter's, like grabbed my leg and shoved it. So anyway, the doors open, my legs are just hanging out. Breeze is coming on my face, and he says to me, are you ready? And I'm like, okay, yeah. And I didn't hesitate. I just, I must say though, I did not do the banana, I don't think. I think I just went like totally like head first, because we like somersault. Then they tap you on the shoulder, and then you go into the, you know, the proper form. And if you ever go skydiving, you'll know what I'm talking about. And all the air, like the wind coming at you, and he had a helmet, but we didn't have helmets. So all like the skin is like, and I had to turn. I remember I had to turn just to catch my breath. So anyway, and it was beautiful. And all of a sudden, the, what's it called? The chute, the parachute opens up and grabs you, and holy shit, it like you get up, you go really tight, and took my breath away. And I remember just going, oh, you know, and then you let me steer, and we're coming around, and we swerved around and stuff. And just, and then once, like I steered for a bit, and I'm like, yeah, this is really lovely. And then I'm like, okay, can you take it back? Can you take control back? Do you have control? And it was glorious. It was beautiful. It was spiritual for me. It was gorgeous. It was an absolute amazing experience. And then we landed, and it was just like a feather. So it was feather, and he disconnected me and stuff. I looked up and saw my daughter coming down. And then once she landed, then I ran over to her, and we hugged each other, a huge tight hug, and laughing. And both of us looked at each other, and we have a thing with movies, and that we look at each other, and like the Top Gun song, like we could just hear that in the background, the Top Gun theme song. And so we're walking back, you know, to the office, and we have our garb on, and it just looked like, you know, it looked like a scene from Top Gun. And then we got into the building, and the Top Gun song was on. Like, what the hell? I would suggest, I know this whole journey with breast cancer has been hard, exhausting, painful, but there's been happy moments, happy, fun moments, and this is one of them. And I would not have gone skydiving with my daughter if I hadn't been diagnosed with breast cancer. So in that case, it opened up a wonderful opportunity and a beautiful memory that I will treasure forever. And I will go back and jump again with my daughter again, but it has to be somewhere picturesque, like Golden, BC, not in Saskatchewan with the flat land. No, not going to do it. But I will do it again. And cancer allowed me to have that experience and that memory, and it was absolutely amazing. So anyone that's been diagnosed with breast cancer, do something out of your comfort zone. Make a memory, make something positive come from being diagnosed. Do something that you never thought you would do in life, and enjoy it to the fullest. So that's my video for today. Anyone that has ever thought about going skydiving, I suggest go for it. Do it. You will not regret it. It is an amazing experience. Amazing. So stay positive, everybody. Stay kind. And most importantly, you stay kind to yourself. Remember that. And the next video will come out next week. Okay. Bye, peoples.